صابرا وزعمنا أنا لك أولياء مصدقون وصابرون لكل ما أتانا به أبوك صلى الله عليه وآله وأتى به وسيه فإنا نسألك إن كنا صدقناك إلا ألحقتنا بتصديقنا لهما لنبشر أنفسنا أنا قد سهرنا بولايتك. السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله. السلام عليك يا بنت نبي الله. السلام عليك يا بنت حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا بنت خليل الله. السلام عليك يا بنت صفي الله. السلام عليك يا بنت أمين الله. السلام عليك يا بنت خير خلق الله. السلام عليك يا بنت أفضل أنبياء الله ورسله وملائكته. السلام عليك يا بنت خير البرية. السلام عليك يا سيدة نساء العالمين من الأولين والآخرين. السلام عليك يا زوجة ولي الله وخير الخلق بعد رسول الله. السلام عليك يا أم الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. السلام عليك أيتها الصديقة الشهيدة. السلام عليك أيتها الرذية المرذية. السلام عليك أيتها الفاضلة الزكية. السلام عليك أيتها الهوراء والإنسية. السلام عليك أيتها التقية النقية. السلام عليك أيتها المحدثة العليمة. السلام عليك أيتها المظلومة المغصوبة. السلام عليك أيتها المرتدة المقهورة. السلام عليك يا فاطمة بنت رسول الله ورحمة الله وبركاته صلى الله عليك وعلى روحك وبدنك أشهد أنك مضيت على بينة من ربك وأن من سرك فقد سر رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله ومن جفاك فقد جفا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله ومن آذاك فقد آذى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله ومن وصلك فقد وصل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله ومن قطعك فقد قطع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله لأنك بضعة من وروح الذي بين جنبي كما قال صلى الله عليه وآله أشهد الله ورسله وملائكته أني راض عمن رضيت ساخط على من سخطت علي متبرئ ممن تبرأت منه موال لمن واليت معاد لمن عاديت مبغض لمن أبغضت محب لمن أحببت كفى بالله شهيدا وحسيبا وجازيا ومثيبا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم و بهی نستعین انه خیر ناصر و معین. عرض سلام دارم حضور دوستان عزیز و گرامی می‌داریم ایام فاطمی رو. I would like to welcome everybody for tonight and thank you for joining us. My challenge tonight is two things. Number one is that why we as Muslims don't show up on time. The program is supposed to start at 6. Right now is almost 7, it's 6:45, and 30% of the people who RSVP'd only showed up. The assumption for any event is that not everybody shows up. We know that by hand. We know by heart that people don't show up when they RSVP'd. It doesn't mean anything. But for some of the people, actually, it does mean. So the challenge for us right now, we might wait a few more minutes before we start. The second challenge is that I have a non-Farsi speaking folks, our guests here, and we have some folks that actually they rather to speak Farsi. But I'm going to mix up. I translate everything I say in Farsi and English at the same time, so hopefully everybody enjoys. So, بعد عذر میخوام از اینکه برنامه رو 45 دقیقه داریم دیر شروع میکنیم و هنوزم در واقع یه قدری داریم زمان میخریم تا بقیه دوستان تشریف بیارن. یک خواهشی که میتونم بکنم اینه که اگر لطف بفرمایید تشریف بیارید come over the front rows. ردیف‌های آخر رو خالی بذارید که دوستانی که از در وارد میشن در هنگام نمایش تداخلی ایجاد نشه. You guys are just fine, no worries. But everybody else, the younger folks, help your moms and dads to just come over. Please come over. Move to front rows. Mohammed Hossein Jan, I know you. Yes, yes. The first row you can leave it. The first row you can leave it, but please second row is the good bed to sit. For my friends that they're speaking at the back of the hall, دوستانی که انتهای سالن هستن, please, we have plenty of time after the show for all chit chats and talks and small talks, so let's come over. لطفاً خواهش میکنم تشریف بیارید جلو, ردیف های جلو رو پر کنید. Thanks very much. Thank you so much. Young fellows at the back row, come over. The play is mostly to our younger audience. در واقع برنامه امشب بسیار کوتاه است. Short speech for about 15 minutes. یه صحبت کوتاه 15 دقیقه‌ای و نمایشنامه که در واقع در ریکگنیشن زندگی حضرت زهرا علیه السلام هست. حوصلتون انشالله سر نمیره. You won't get bored. I hope everybody enjoy. A couple of recommendations. Number one, as any other play, they're going to shout, they're going to scream. If you're sensitive, let me know. And also they have strobe lights, the flashlight. If you are sensitive, some of the people are sensitive to this, let me know. So two major things: screaming, shouting, strobe light. If you are sensitive to these three, you have to let me know in advance. اگر به خاموش شدن سریع چراغ حساسیت دارید، برای بعضی از صحنه‌ها استفاده میشه. بعضی از دوستان ممکنه حساسیت داشته باشن. این که خواهش میکنم که حتما بفرمایید که قبل از اون هدایت کنیم شما رو به خارج سالن و بعد از اون صحنه تشریف بیارید داخل. Younger folks, my younger audience, I would love to invite you, all of you, come over, stay closer. We need your engagement. We need your engagement through entire the show. Those folks at back row, you can come over, get closer, get to the second row or third row. Still, you have plenty of time to say. And my folks that who are here, not the photographer or the other people, please come over. I would like to everybody, Mr. Mohseni, I would like to also join us. Yes, come over, right, Jan? Come over. Amir Hossein Jan, come over. خواهش میکنم همه تشریف بیارن داخل سالن، خارج سالن. بفرمایید داخل، بفرمایید ردیف های جلوتر. For young folks, if you're not aware, you haven't heard about Lifetime Club. After the show, we have networking and dinner, so you can ask about Lifeline Club. What are they planning? What they do? And you can join Instagram, the mailing lists. If you have not, drop your email list to the people at front desk. Please do that. اگر ایمیلتون ندارین خواهش میکنم ایمیلتون رو حتما وارد بکنید. بعد از در واقع نمایش لایفلاین کلاب توضیح خواهند داد قدر مختصری و اینستاگرامشون هم میتونید فالو بفرمایید. Follow their Instagram Lifeline Club OC. If you search Instagram Lifeline Club OC, it should come up. And one more request, please everybody turn off your phone. This is fairly straightforward, but I'll do it myself. لطفاً تلفناتون رو خاموش بکنید. صداش ممکنه اذیت بکنه. تشکر میکنم. تقریبا همه تذکرها رو دادم. یه 5 دقیقه‌ای هم وقت خریدیم. فکر میکنم کافی باشه میتونیم برنامه رو شروع کنیم. Let's start the program with the salawat.
So they decided to go against the Prophet. This resulted in the Quraysh fighting the Prophet by using 4 different strategies against him and his followers, which were bribes, psychological torture, physical abuse, and sanctions. 2 supporters of Prophet Muhammad, salawatullah alayhi, Abu Talib and al-Mu'mineen Khadija, had been trying to remove the political, social, economic, and emotional pressure from Prophet Muhammad. When his uncle was alive, enemy did not dare to physically abuse the Prophet, nor plan his assassination. However, Muslims were still mentally harassed and tortured. And because of this, some Muslims immigrated to Habasha by the order of the Prophet. Going forward, the enemies of Rasulullah put the heaviest sanctions on Bani Hashim, which were trade prohibitions, marriage prohibitions, and supporting the rise of the God and Rasulullah. Later on, 2 tragic incidents occurred: the death of Abu Talib and the death of Khadija, just a few days later. That year called Amul Huzn, or the year of sadness, due to these deaths. After Abu Talib's death, Abu Lahab became the chairman of Bani Hashim, and the situation became even worse. When some people from Yathrib joined Islam, the Prophet sent some Muslims back to Yathrib and Medina due to Abu Lahab's pressure, and asked them if they could settle there. Rasulullah waited in Mecca to receive Allah's order, but Islamophobia had reached to a new level that led to the event that took place in Laylatul Mabit. For those who don't know what happened in Laylatul Mabit, here's the story. The kuffar gathered in a place called Darun Nadwa and decided that each tribe had to send one person to assassinate the Prophet as a group. Therefore, no individual or tribe would have the responsibility of killing the Prophet. The information about the assassination was given to the Prophet by Jibreel, or by Allah, in verse 30 of chapter 8, Surah Anfal. As a result, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali alayhi salam, slept in the bed of Rasulullah on that night of the assassination. This was the night of Rabiul Awwal, 13 or 14 years after Bi'sat. The Prophet migrated to Medina, which set the beginning of Hijri calendar. Verse 207 of Surah Baqarah was revealed after this event regarding the state and dignity of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali alayhi salam. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَشْرُو نَفْسَ ابْتِغَاءَ مَرْضَاتِ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ رَءُوفٌ بِالْعِبَادِ. And of the people is who sell himself seeking means to the approval of Allah, and Allah is kind to his servants. Another attempted assassination of the Prophet took place during the Battle of Tabuk. But by Allah's will, none of these assassinations were successful. This increased the hatred of kuffar to the Prophet. Islam continued to develop, and many people joined Islam and the religion. In the 10th year of Hijri, the succession of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali alayhi salam was announced by the Prophet during the return from Hajj at Ghadir Khum. And this action increased the hatred of kuffar toward Islam's and Prophet Muhammad. At the end of the month of Safar, Prophet Muhammad was martyred. And the enemies of Islam started to put a lot of pressure on Rasulullah's family. Prophet Muhammad had two sons, Tahir and Qasim. They died in Mecca, and it became a good excuse for kuffar to believe Islam is over. However, not only did Allah give the news about the children of Rasulullah in chapter 108, Surah Kawthar, but also the enemies of Islam were dreaming about Islam's doom. This fact was a sign of deep hate that kuffar had about Islam and the Prophet. They planned to assassinate the Prophet many times, but their plans couldn't stop the truth and growth of Islam. When Hazrat Zahra al-Marziya was born, the dream of the kuffar and enemies of Islam were destroyed. It was believed that those who had no sons cannot have any descendants after their death. But they were not unaware of how important the Prophet's daughter was. The Prophet always treated Fatima with the highest respect and put her in a special place and position. Both the Shia and Sunni believe that Prophet Muhammad kissed her hands in respect. Hakim Nayshaburi, in the 5th century of Hijri, in his book, mentioned when Lady Fatima entered the Prophet's room and he was there, Rasulullah would call her Abiha. He would stand up, hold her hand, and kiss it, while asking her to sit at his place. About the special position of Abiha, Prophet Muhammad said, Fatimatu baz'atu minni, faman azaha faqad azanani. Fatima is a part of me. He who annoys her annoys me. On the other hand, in Surah Al-Kawthar, Allah stated a special position for Her Highness. He says, Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar, which is not the same as Inna al-Kawthara a'tainakahu. Kawthar means plurality in plurality, something beyond infinity. And this specific Kawthar is confirmed with grace. That is, Allah has bestowed this gift on His Highness. That there, at the beginning of the Kawthar, is indicative of a specific Kawthar. And this word is mentioned only once in Quran. More importantly, Allah goes on to say to the Prophet, this great Kawthar that I gave you from my greatness will continue your legacy. the Arabs understood the meaning better than you and I. They knew that the Quran emphasized Fatima al-Zahra as the one who continued the Prophet's generation, the gift of Kawthar, and basically the birth of Al-Kawthar were the secret to that generation. After the birth of Lady Fatima, the Kuffar changed their direction of attack, and now their goal was the Prophet's daughter and her family. At the end, Kawthar is someone who, by her birth, not only eliminated all insults to the Prophet, but also destroyed Kuffar's plan. The events that happened after the martyrdom of the Prophet Muhammad was not accidental. They considered the existence of Al-Kawthar as the cause of their ending, and were always waiting to remove this prophecy chain. I wish the court of history would set up a session to figure out the condition and the state of believers and the people of that time. I wish. I wish the court of justice could have a posthumous inquiry that would look into the events surrounding the martyrdom of Lady Fatima, salawatullah alayha, with eyes of truth and wisdom.
Case number 339-01042. A special inquiry, a preliminary inquiry actually. A reminder to the gallery behind me to please remain silent throughout the proceeding. Make sure your phones are turned off. I would like you all to please remain silent throughout this proceeding so you don't prejudice our respondents. This is a posthumous inquiry into the death of Lady Fatima, the prophet of the daughter of Islam. You are about to see 3 of the prophet's companions. I want you to note their characteristics and their attributes, because you may be consulted to them later on. So pay close attention to what they say and what characteristics they display. Oh, one more thing. One of them is not who he appears to be. So pay close attention. Bring in the companions. You all know why you're here. I will ask you what you remember, what you know, how you felt, your actions, and your reactions. Back to the 7th century, there were political challenges, conspiracies, an assassination, even a battle. You, the companions of the Prophet, were all there, and you all followed the same religion. And what I want to know is, how did you Muslims go from apparently loving the Prophet up to the year 632 to attacking the house of the Prophet's successor, Imam Ali? How on earth did this happen? I know who was responsible for the death of Lady Fatima, but what I want to know is what among the Muslims allowed for this killing to happen. Today before us, we have witness A, Salman, a companion of Rasulullah. I understand you to hail from the land of Persia. You studied Zoroastrianism and then Christianity. And then once you heard of the Prophet's message and his invitation, you traveled to the Middle East. Then, not only did you accept the Prophet's invitation, but you also became known as one of his household.
Correct.
Next, witness B, Zubair. I know you're a cousin of Rasulullah, and you were with him from the days you returned to Mecca. You took part in all of Islam's early battles, and you were very close to the Prophet and Imam Ali. You stayed close to Imam Ali after the Prophet's passing.
Yes, that was me.
But it seems here that you somehow grew apart from Imam Ali towards the end. Is that right? Never mind. Let's move on. And next, we have witness C, a representative of the townspeople, common everyday folk. You're not interested in politics or heroics. You're just simply there to make a living, to take part and give your opinion for the public. You were simply there to witness events as they unfolded.
Yes.
I want answers. I want a clear picture. I know you have brought your statements of the case with you, and you may refer to them if you wish. Now let's go back in time, 6 months before the death of Lady Fatima, to the event of Ghadir Khum. This, according to my notes, was the largest gathering of Muslims during the time of the Prophet, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then he announces Ali ibn Abu Talib as his successor.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
And then after that, everyone, I repeat, everyone, pledges allegiance to Imam Ali. Is that also correct?
Yes. Correct. Absolutely correct.
Then how on earth did it all go wrong?
Because it was not enough.
Excuse me? What was not enough? Are you saying that the Prophet's message at Ghadir Khum was not enough?
A prophet obeys Allah. He does whatever Allah wants and in the way Allah wants.
Okay. So, you're saying it was not enough. You're saying it was perfect because it was Allah's command. What do you say?
Nothing. Well, you know what happened?
Remind me.
It was Prophet Muhammad's farewell Hajj. Everyone
أيها الإخوة والأخوات، قفوا جميعا في أماكنكم ولا تتحركوا. أعلم أن الشمس حارقة والكل يعاني، ولكن رسول الله سيوجه إلينا جميعا خطابا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين. أدعوكم جميعا إلى تقوى الله. ألا أدلكم على ما إن تمسكتم به لن تضلوا بعدي أبدا؟ أيها الناس، إني تارك فيكم وديعتين قيمتين وثقيلتين، إحداهما القرآن والأخرى أهل البيت.
القرآن والعترة.
الحق أن البعد عن القرآن وعترتي في يد، وهلاككم في اليد الأخرى. الله مولاي وأنا مولى المؤمنين. ألا من كنت مولاه فهذا علي مولاه. اللهم وال من والاه وعاد من عاداه.
اللهم والي من والى عليا وعاد كل من عاد عليا.
أيها الناس، الحق دائما مع علي، وعلي مع الحق.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. هنيئا لك يا علي هنيئا لك يا علي هنيئا لك يا علي.
Hey, this message that the Prophet delivered, can you tell me what you thought this message was?
The message was to everyone present and all future people that Ali, the son of Abu Talib, peace be upon them both, was to be the successor of the Prophet. And it was the most public allegiance by all the Muslims. Everyone claimed to be loyal to Imam Ali alayhi salam. Everyone.
Right. It was the most public, but not the first time. The Prophet repeatedly announced that Imam Ali was to be the leader as he was the best man for the job at the time.
I thought you said it was not enough. Did you believe what A just said? I'm just surprised that this was your actual position.
What? Do you have any idea of the sacrifices I made for the Prophet and Imam Ali, peace be upon them? I was the hero at the Battle of Badr. Don't you know they love me? I was always ready for them. Everyone knows my loyalty. So yes, of course I believed everything.
Noted. C, you said everyone pledged allegiance. So did everyone really pledge allegiance to Imam Ali?
Yes. And it was amazing. We were listening to the Prophet for hours. We were extremely tired. But we listened.
I'm trying to reconcile this with what happened next. Did you notice anything wrong? Anything that may have been a problem later on?
No. Everyone knew about Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace be upon him. It was no surprise really. Just that it was so public. It was like an allegiance ceremony. There is no doubt about what the Prophet said. Ali ibn Abi Talib would be his successor and that he'll be his...
Yes, there are problems. I had known it for a long time. Even before the Prophet, to be frank. Of course, not everyone really pledged allegiance. It was just a show. The problem was we didn't take initiative and attack those who we knew will oppose Ali.
The problem was not in the Prophet's announcement, neither in what he did before, nor what he did after. The problem was people's lack of loyalty, lack of obedience. Not everyone was a perfect Muslim during the time of the Prophet. So not everyone was a perfect Muslim after the time of the Prophet.
Is this how you felt? I know that loyalty is a big thing for you. I mean, you were almost always with the Prophet and Imam Ali. People say you would even place your feet wherever they did as you walked with them. Is that really true?
Yes, he would do that. He followed Ali like that. But I felt we should act on our own intelligence as well. As I said, I felt that it would have been more intelligent to do more earlier.
Why?
Because the Prophet knew he would die soon. Isn't that clear enough?
And what were you concerned might happen?
Concerned? You mean what I knew would happen, and it did happen.
It seems that you don't agree. Do you have any objections?
There was nothing more to be done. People cannot be forced to do the right thing. People went back on their words. Those who still pretended as they cared about Prophet's family, they defied Prophet's instruction. They defied Allah. La ilaha illallah.
Okay, so I think I've heard enough about Ghadir now. Let's jump to 6 months after. I want you to remember the day the Prophet died. See, were you there with the Prophet when he died?
I was concerned, mostly with what the Prophet was concerned with.
You see, this is the problem of people like him, just imitating the Prophet, not even having a mind of their own. This is where things go wrong.
Okay.
The Prophet had clearly been concerned about how the Muslim would deal with the two important things that he left among them: the Book of Allah and his Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them.
Okay, see. How did things develop in your eyes?
We saw people running away from the Prophet's house, shouting with grief. There was a lot of dust in the air. The air felt dead, like we couldn't breathe. And we heard that Rasulullah had just passed away.
So what did you do?
We were nervous because we had heard rumors that things would change now.
Change?
Of course things would change. I knew it. I knew that we would be challenged.
You will get your turn. Did you go visit the Prophet's family when he died?
To be honest, no.
Why not?
You don't understand. It was like
They were scared, worried about their lives and their property and what would happen to them.
That's not what we said.
You wouldn't say that, of course, would you? But you were scared.
Okay, so how did you react?
As always, I was one step ahead. I was planning what to do next, if we should fight or protest. I told you, I knew that they would snatch the Khilafat from Ali ibn Abi Talib, and I was ready.
Hey, where were you?
I was with the Prophet's family. I was close to Imam Ali alayhi salam and wanted to see what he would do.
Okay, so you and the Prophet's family were close. Where was everyone else?
I'll take this one. When the Prophet of Allah passed away, the Ansar, a group of companions, gathered at the Saqifa. Later, Umar and Abu Bakr rushed to not lose the opportunity.
Well,
and
let's go back in time and watch what happened.
نه دوستان، همراهی مهاجران با پیامبر بر کسی پوشیده نیست. آنها ترک دیار خود کردند برای یاری پیامبر.
دوستان، دو شمشیر در یک خلاف نمی گنجد. باید یک امیر داشته باشیم. یک امیر. زمان حساسی است. نباید اختلاف کنیم. باید به آرا مراجعه کنیم.
چرا نباید از کسانی مانند علی یاد کنیم؟ قدیر را که فراموش نکرده اید. مدت زیادی از آن نمیگذرد. فراموش شد دوستی پیامبر با علی.
پس این شورا برای چیست؟ ما اینجا جمع شده ایم با نظر جمع خلیفه را انتخاب کنیم. همه قبایل که با علی موافق نیستند باید از اختلاف پرهیز کنید. آگاه باشید، امروز روز انتخاب است.
اما اگر علی برای بیعت پیش قدم میشد کسی با او مخالفت نمیکرد. او میتواند ما را به سعادت برساند.
حالا که او مشغول جنازه پیامبر است، آیا امت باید بدون سرپرست بماند؟ من امروز شمشیر بستم تا این امت را نجات دهم. من در این جمع ابو بکر را اولا بر سایرین میدانم. از دوستان پیامبر است. آدم سیاسی است. مردم او را دوست دارند. قبایل با او موافقند. آیا کسی هست که با او مخالف باشد؟
آره دوستان، کتاب خدا برای ما کافی است. هرچه خدا حکم کند حسبنا کتاب الله.
اما اما دیگران چه؟ وصیت پیامبر چه میشود؟
اما ندارد. من امروز شمشیر بستم تا این امت را نجات دهم. امروز روز انتخاب است. شمشیرها را برکشید. امروز با ابوبکر بیعت میکنیم. حسبنا کتاب الله،
حسبنا کتاب الله، حسبنا کتاب الله، حسبنا کتاب الله، حسبنا کتاب الله.
خانه علی میرویم. علی باید بیعت کند. برویم از او بیعت بگیریم.
حسبنا کتاب الله، 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 حسبنا کتاب الله.
حسبنا
کتاب الله.
کتاب الله.
So, that year happened. And then 6 months later, everything changed. Some companions just switched their allegiance to someone else. I hear this and I think, how come no one stopped this? See?
Me? What could we have done? Would the Prophet have really wanted us to get killed?
Why did you fear you would have been killed?
You know why. It became a police state. We were thankful that Imam Ali remained silent. Alhamdulillah, that he didn't cause us problems.
What do you mean problems?
Social unrest, protest, violence, war.
I'm still struggling to understand something here. What's this confusion and this choice between peace and war? I mean, if war wasn't the answer, okay. Could nothing have been done peacefully?
This was the will of Allah. How could we have changed it?
What? Is that how you justify your indifference? This was the will of people like you. They will not to do anything.
Sit down, please. So, you were opposed to what happened?
Listen, I knew this would happen. As I said, we lacked preparation. We should have been ready to go to fight them. Was I opposed? I was furious.
And this anger, did it result in anything?
There were not that many people who would think like me. Not many were brave enough to take a stance. Alone, there is not much that can be done.
And you, hey, why didn't you do anything?
I was following the orders of my Imam, Imam Ali alayhi salam.
And he ordered you not to fight.
He ordered me to remind people of their pledge at Qadir.
So this was the peaceful way of doing something.
Yes, even though I didn't fully agree, but I also did the same. It was important for me as well to carry out what Imam Ali wanted.
You see, you confuse me. You say you didn't agree, but you also say that it was important. You keep going back and forth between how other people didn't understand, but how that it was also very important. Anyways, we'll get back to these reactions later. I want to come back to events. Next, the Prophet's burial. See, did you attend the Prophet's funeral?
Some of us did. Yes.
This is bizarre. The Prophet of Allah, and only some of you attended his funeral? Why didn't all of you?
I'm telling you, you don't know what the atmosphere was like. If we attended, it would have been like...
Like you were going against the new political establishment.
I don't know, but at least some of us did attend.
Okay, so some people did attend the Prophet's funeral. Let's go back in time now, back to the Prophet's death and his burial. I want to understand more about the Ahlul Bayt and what was going on through their minds. A?
A friend of ours saw Imam Ali leveling the grave of the Prophet with his spade. He told Imam Ali that the hypocrites have already pledged allegiance to the first one, fearing that soon they will be free and they would not be able to take your rights. Imam Ali rested on his spade and recited a verse of Quran.
How is this relevant?
Alif Lam Mim. أحسب الناس أن يتركون أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Alif Lam Mim. Do men think that they will be left alone on saying, we believe, and not be tried? And certainly we tried those before them. So Allah will know those who are true, and He will know the liars. This applies to all of us and the people of future.
See, does this not concern you? Imam Ali clearly stated that these were a test for the people.
What we were supposed to do?
Were you not concerned about your pledge to Imam Ali?
May God have mercy on you. Where were you in those days? Our lives was in ruins. We had nothing. No hope, no security, and plus, our woman wanted to leave Medina.
B, I understand you were with Imam Ali in those days. Tell me what happened next.
We were there in the masjid. Then the so-called Khalifa and his friend intern. They said, open to allegiance just like the Ansar and the others have done. Some stood up to swear allegiance. But then me, Imam Ali and the Bani Hashim got up and left to go to the house of Imam Ali. But they came after us. They warned us that everyone else had pledged allegiance to the Khalifa and we must do the same. I couldn't resist. I stood up, rose up with my sword in my hand. But out of nowhere, one of them jumped towards me and snatched away my sword.
Okay. So it seems that tensions were rising. I have here in my notes, the Bani Hashim were forced on that day to pledge allegiance to the new ruler. But a few still had not, including Imam Ali. So let's go forward a few days. It seems that they come back to Imam Ali's house again. Once they get rejected, they attempted to break in a second time. What happened next?
Qunfuz was sent with a group to the house. They returned saying Imam Ali didn't allow them to enter. They were told to go back to Imam Ali's house again. But if he doesn't give permission, then they should break in. They returned to the house and we heard Lady Fatima. And she said she forbids them from entering the house. And then Omar became enraged and charged forward with his group. Yes, they went there.
Hold on.
Yes.
Lady Fatima is still in the house?
Yes.
And the children?
Hassan and Hussein. Yes. They were inside too.
And you just watched? What did you do?
What could we do? The men outside were all armed. They were angry.
امروز باید با ابوبکر بیعت کنیم.
علی در خانه است، از او بیعت بگیریم.
خانه را آتش میزنیم. خانه را آتش میزنیم. حتی اگر فاطمه در خانه باشد، حتی اگر فرزندان او در خانه باشد، کتاب خدا برای ما کافی است. با اهل بیت چه کار داریم؟ علی باید بیعت کند.
علی باید بیعت کند.
هیزم بیاورید. هیزم ها را بیاورید. خانه را آتش میزنیم. در را بشکنید. در را بشکنید.
علی باید بیعت کند.
حسبنا کتاب الله
حسبنا کتاب الله حسبنا کتاب الله حسبنا کتاب الله حسبنا کتاب الله
که جون من شده به پای عشق تو فدا علی سوختم 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 علی یادته تو آتیشا و دود کسی کمک نبود تو آتیشا و دود کسی کمک نبود علی بیا ببین که یاز تو شده کبود علی سوختم علی سوختم علی سوختم چی میشه پشت در چی میشه پشت در به گل زدن شرر لگد زدن به پهلوی من اینجا بی خبر علی سوخت پر از غم دلم آتیش مقابلم پر از غم دلم آتیش مقابلم یه میخ داغ یه میخ داغ بودن که میشه قاتلم علی سوختم ای مادر ای وای مادر ای وای
مادرم زهرا مادرم زهرا باب ایلا مادرم زهرا باب ایلا مادرم زهرا
Half a century passed, but the animosity towards the Ahlul Bayt that started in Saqifa did not die. The events of Ashura were a bitter, bitter testimony to that fact.
به روی خاکا پهلو شکسته به یاری من میون اعدا مادرم زهرا
ای وای از این در و دیوار، ای وای از این در و دیوار، ای وای از خون رو مسمار مرتضی، زار و رنجوره بی زهرا، خونه بی نوره. با لیلا مادرم زهرا، با لیلا مادرم زهرا، مادرم زهرا، مادرم زهرا، وابیلا، مادرم زهرا، وابیلا، مادرم زهرا، گردیده ماتم زهرا، میمیرم از غم زهرا، فاطمه از جهان ارزد، آتش بر جان حیدر زد. با لیلا مادرم زهرا، با لیلا مادرم زهرا، با لیلا مادرم زهرا. یادم نمیره میون کوچه صدای زهرا.
Well, I think I can now bring this inquiry to a close. I have now achieved what I came here for. Muslims betrayed the Prophet and Imam Ali. Simple. Once you really investigate the events, it all becomes clear. Contradictions, the inconsistencies. Simple betrayal. And this betrayal brought a heavy cost, firstly onto the Muslims themselves, to their religion. And of course, it brought a devastating series of violations against the Ahlul Bayt. Today, I intend to remind the gallery that obeying yourselves rather than the Prophet and the Ahlul Bayt is going to cost us all dearly. I intend to bring back the memory of an event. That those who did not prevent this event, this shameful, shameful tragedy, will carry its shame forever. The Prophet had a daughter. He loved this daughter very much. And he told everyone to take care of her. But the Muslims, they did what they did. The beloved daughter of the Prophet was killed by those who claimed to have loved the Prophet. Through fighting and killing the Prophet's family and his successors, The enemies of Islam's path and their beliefs did not stop. It continued on for decades. It continued. Those who killed the Prophet's daughter gathered together and killed the Prophet's grandson, Hussein, in Karbala on the day of Ashura. Through those actions, they told everyone loud and clear that their hate towards the Ahlul Bayt started in the days of old when they gathered together with their fathers to try and fight Imam Ali and his family, alayhi salam. Such battles never end. The battle between right and wrong never ends. There's only one hope. One hope. One thing to bring justice to all. And that is Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Till then, we can only hope and whisper, Allahumma ajal waliyaka al-faraj. Thank you.
Vay Hüseyin, vay Hüseyin, Hüseyin, 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 vay Hüseyin, vay Hüseyin, garip, vay Hüseyin, vay Hüseyin, garip, vay Hüseyin, vay Hüseyin. فاطمه داره دعا میکنه. آقا وای حسین، وای حسین، آقا وای حسین، وای حسین، تنها وای حسین، وای حسین، زخمی وای حسین، وای حسین، تشنه وای حسین، وای حسین، اوریان وای حسین، وای حسین، حسین، وای حسین، وای حسین، حسین، وای حسین، جسمم زخمی مانده برخواب از تیر و نگزها سجاد مانده بر روی زمین شاه مظلومان حسین، نوح خوانندم بیا در زمین کربلا، ای حسین وای حسین وای حسین 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 وای حسین وای حسین
اللهم كل ولي الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرزك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا
به پایان آمد این دفتر، حکایت همچنان باقی است. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. We are going to have a fairly short discussion at the end of the play, and this is mostly toward the younger audience. So I would like to ask our folks to turn on the light whenever is the right time. And I would like to younger folks to discuss, to tell me what did you learn, which part of the show did you enjoy the most, how we can improve, and anything that comes to your mind. So I give you a couple of more minutes, especially for younger folks, think about this. Can we turn on the lights so people can see everybody else? Thank you. All right, now we can see everybody's better. What do you think? How was it? Yes. We have the mic, so can you bring the mic here? What's your name? Amir Hussein. There you go. Tell me, what do you think? Which part did you like?
It was great. I really liked the flow from the speech at the beginning to the like the activity, like the show that you guys put. Like.
Do you have the better understanding of the history overall, what happened, the sequence of the events?
Yeah, it was better shown than to just talk about it, rather to just show what happened and stuff.
All right. Anything else in mind? All right. Anybody else? How about you? Yes. It's your turn. What do you think? Yes. That's okay.
So I thought it was really good. I liked the representation you guys had with the men coming out, you know. I really liked the smoke. It was really good.
The setup and the technicality.
I really liked the setup, yes.
Okay.
I think that's about it, yeah.
Pass the mic to the right.
Oh, okay.
No, right there, okay. Anything to your mind? Nothing? Okay. Okay. Our young folks.
May God be pleased with whoever put this together. A big takeaway from me was the fact that the guy who was called C was one of those passive people who, when we go to a challenge, we just sit on the side and see what happens. But at the end, we're gonna live with a regret. So for me, it was a wake-up call to take apart the zulm and the injustice that are happening. I'm sure I'm not going to be like Salman, where I'll be able to stand with Imam Ali no matter what, but at least I have to try my best and at least be the guy who was passive, just let it go, and then I'll go with the flow. So thank you for whoever put this together.
Anybody else? Who else? Raise your hand. Here's your hand. If you don't raise your hand, I'm going to call your name. Where is Mona Tawassuli? Mona, where are you? Mona. Okay. Oh, we have a volunteer.
I really liked about it. Oh, Jesus. I really liked about it, like, I liked the fog and also the actors, like, when they were like talking loudly, I was like, what is this? I was like, they had the same exact voice from the movie, and I really liked that when they were just like so angry about it, randomly fire just comes on the door, and I'm like, how did that happen? Just, what? And pretty much that's it.
Do you like to take selfie with them? Do you like to take selfie with them?
What?
With those that they came out and then walk, the character of the play? Do you like to take selfie with them? Oh, you are not a selfie person. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll take a selfie.
You think about it. Okay. Okay, let's go to Mona. Mona, where are you? Mona is here. Okay. Mona, you have 30 seconds to think.
We have a contestant here.
Okay. Another 30 seconds. Okay, go.
So,
I really like about like that the Muslims killed Ali, because it just kind of bad. And I don't. Yeah, that's it really.
Thank you. How old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for coming. Anybody else?
So
Okay.
I just like the presentation because I finally learned what the difference between Sunni and Shia is. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You had a good point. Actually, when the first time I saw this play, the first thing came to my mind was that, okay, finally I learned something. I mean, usually our events is there are like speakers like me speak forever, and people get tired and barely will learn something. And I am one of those speakers, by the way. But hey, this one was good. I agree with you. Who else? Okay, right there. Mona, you're lucky. I'm telling you.
Just waving at me.
Oh, you're just waving.
Okay, Mona. Mona, tell me, what do you think? Wait, you have the mic.
Adding on to like what was previously said, like about how it's like it helps you understand stuff, like it really made me think like more in depth about it, because while I've learned this like in like a Sunday school setting, it's like different to see it like on a stage like performed. And like I really liked the integration of how it was presented, like the people behind the screen and then they came out in front of it. I thought that like made it more like not like hands-on, but like kind of more like it's like you understand it more because it's like more closer to you than you think it was.
So you could connect. You could connect more than like the speech and the study and whatever you have.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Navijan, what do you think? Navid Nima. Just in front of you. Yes.
I think it was, you always hear this whole situation presented in a speech, and you get the different narratives of the different characters that were sort of in play at the time, but being able to personify those characters now with the three people behind the stage and the curators sort of guiding the discussion of the three people, it was something that I'd never experienced until now. And basically, I was finally able to put a face to the different sides and perspectives of the story and the sort of different parties that were in power at the time, and sort of how they influenced the situation or situations, and sort of how history has sort of grown off of that single event, and how it's led to where we are now.
All right. Satoran, do you have anything to say? Right there. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the setup. Everything was great. Yeah, the thing I understood and really liked was that sometimes you know that you are wrong, but you are trying to hide yourself because of some benefits, like the political benefits or any other interest that you think you have. So this was some kind of wake up for me that sometimes I shouldn't hide the right thing, even it's not good for me and it wouldn't have some beneficiaries for me. Yeah.
Anybody else? Young folks? Or even not young folks is okay. Hamilton, it goes there. I saw the move right there. Yes. Go right there. Yep, on your right. Okay. You can also talk about the thing that you didn't like. I mean, like or did not like. Either way is fine.
Thank you. This show was
Feel free to say. Feel free to say whatever you want to say. It's good, but we appreciate the but part as well. Fine.
It was good. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe back row. A few more minutes. We are getting close to the end. I have a list of people to thank, and I'm going to ask the actors to come over up on the stage, and we can thank them all. Hamid Jan, she wanted to talk, or no? We are good. All right. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? This is the last call. This is the last call to tell me what do you think about the show. But I appreciate everybody's contribution, the discussion and engagement. Thanks very much. Before we wrap, I would like to thank, I'm going to say this part of Farsi, I am sorry folks. چند گروه هست که باید حتما تشکر کنم ازشون. هیئت فاطمیه که در واقع سالن رو پوده داشتن و به واسطه دوستان فاطمیه ما میتونیم این سالن ها رو به خوبی رو بگیریم و به خاطر همه حمایت هاشون. مسجد الزهرا و تیم ویدیو آدیو که دوستانی که اینجا تشریف دارن زحمت بسیار کشیدن، آوردن این وسایل و بردنشون یه دردسر بسیار بزرگه. همین سیم کشی‌ها، همین در واقع ویژوال افکت، همه برنامه‌ها ضبطی که میکنن unbelievable. Thank you all. غذای امشب رو رستوران حیدربابا زحمت کشیدن، تقبل زحمت کردن. تشکر میکنیم از دوستان رستوران حیدربابا و تمام دوستان و اقوام، همه کسانی که پشت پرده هستن، نمیبینیمشون، کمک میکنن در طول این شب‌ها. همین یک شب رو اگر بگم شاید بودن 30 تا 40 نفر در تلاش بودن که این برنامه اتفاق بیفته. اگر موافق باشید من از دوستانی که بازیگران خواهش میکنم تشریف بیارید. هیچ عیبی نداره، پنجشنبه ولادت حضرت زهراست، قشنگ میتونین هر جوری که دوست دارین تشویق بکنین. آقایون عزیز یادتون نره امسال از اتفاق ولادت حضرت زهرا افته رو ولنتاین. You have no choice. You have no choice. No excuses. No excuses. گفتم؟ خب این تشویق به درد نمیخورد. یه تشویق زهرایی. اگه میکروفون بدین خودشون هم معرفی کنن دوستان، خوشحال میشیم. میخوام مطمئن بشم که آقایون عزیز اون تذکر منو گوش دادن. روز مادر همین هفته است، روز همسر هست، روز دختر هست، فراموش نشه. البته آقایون از اون تم میگن هر روز مادر هست، هم روز همسر هست. That's okay. So we are talking about the Mother's Day coming up for the 4th. Mother's Day coming up, ولادت حضرت زهرا. حضرت زهرا birthday is Mother's Day and the Wife Day and the Woman Day. Anyway, and Daughter's Day, all of them, one shot. But it happens to be Valentine's Day as well, so there is no excuse for those who celebrate Iranian, American, Islamic, whatever calendar you go with this week is the week. All right.
با تو معرفی کنیم بگیم برای روز زن چی میخواین.
Okay, let's go one by one.
سارا هستم در نقش شیطان. روز زن من توقع خاصی ندارم.
Well done, Sarah Jan. Thank you so much. Say, let's go with English just to make sure our speaking English audience also enjoy.
Okay, my name is Ali and I don't want anything for the Ruzazan.
Hi, I'm Maz and I played the Salman role in this show.
منم اماد هستم، تنها شیرازی جمع با افتخار.
My name is Mohammed محسنی. من در نقش عمر و زبیر بودم.
You had them all. You got the full package.
ارشیا تهرانی هستم در نقش بلال حبشی.
My name is Neda. I was the prosecutor and, surprised me.
All right, let me turn this off And I can. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all. And I can stay. If anybody like take a selfie or take a picture, I can ask folks to be here. But before wrapping up, about Lifeline Club, if you would like to contribute, there is somebody outside sitting there, and with no hesitation, she asked for money. And she's happened to be my wife. So you can contribute as much as you like. She'll be there. And Lifeline Club, generally they have like events maybe every one quarter, or maybe twice or three times every year about Qadir, Nime Shaban, Fatimiyye, Muharram. And the more we support them, the more they can have this kind of programs. I would like to ask everybody, just make sure they spread the word to the new generation, so they know about Lifeline Club. It's a fun club. I've been there, and these are all undergrad, graduate, PhD students. So if you come, it's an intellectual discussion that you can enjoy and meet the people that you enjoy the most. And I would like to, again, encourage everybody to spread the word. And thank you all for being here tonight. It's 8:10. We wait for a couple of more minutes, and dinner will be served when you are leaving. Thanks very much. Thank you. Selfies are welcome. Selfies are welcome. Oh, everyone take a picture, okay. سارا جان That was my selfie. تشریف بیاریم بالا. اینم بیاریم پایین.
مادرم توی 18 سالگی دل کند از زندگی از بس غم داشت مادرم شکست پر شد ولی برا دفاع از علی عزم محکم داشت سوگوار گل از قدیم شدی ناله بی اراده ایم ای وای مثل اطفال او یتیم شدی مادر از دست داده ایم ای وای سوگوار گل از قدیم شدی ناله بی اراده ایم ای وای مثل اطفال او یتیم شدی مادر از دست داده ایم ای وای یاورم باورم مادرم زهرا عاشقم سائلم مضطرم زهرا مادرم زهرا مادرم زهرا علت اشک چشم ترم زهرا شوق پرواز بالو پرم زهرا مادرم زهرا مادرم زهرا انسیت الهورایی قبله دل
My love.
هستی مولایی دریایی مظهر خوبی هایی دختر تاهایی مادر گلهایی زهرا
یه خونه می سازم دوباره برام